What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back some more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we're going to be playing, it's not really quite an aggro support deck anymore, although it's still pretty aggressive. We made a couple changes to it. We added in Grave Viper Brigand, as well as Eastmarching Crusader. I think those, and we added Varen as well. And in order to make room for those changes, we dropped the 3 of Feasting Hunger. We dropped 1 Firebolt, and then we dropped... what did we drop? Can't remember the last card we dropped. But Eastmarching Crusader, Grave Viper Brigand, and Varen and Shivering Apothecary was added. So those are all the changes. So it's a solid package change. Shivering Apothecary, I figured, at least gets us presence on the board, while also giving us a random support. And while the quality of the support is not as important, it's really just there to trigger our forward camps. Playing against Kraviel, playing Crusader. And I know in a deck that's as aggressive as ours kind of is, you usually don't want to be playing things like Ice Storm. But the only reason why I include it in this deck is very non-creature focused. So you can afford to have like a board clear in there. Just because most of our creatures are being summoned from supports, or most of our damage is coming from supports.
Careful there, friend.
This is Aggro Crusader. He'll be forced into the Shadow Lane, and we can Firebolt him away. Varen will be really good if this is aggro.
I will have your head.
Let's see what else Kraviel has for us.
What did you expect? A friendly greeting?
Okay.
Face me, you dog! Careful there, friend.
I'll take the damage. And then we can trade into that, break a rune, and drop the Eastmarching Crusader next turn. Unless he starts like getting too much power on the board, and maybe we just drop Varen and try and win.
I fight with the fervor of the wild hunt.
Okay.
Face me, you dog!
We'll hold, no matter what.
Alright, so next turn I can Varen and Firebolt. And while Varen would be an incredible play here, I do want a little bit of health from him.
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us.
For Valenwood.
Alright, so we can like still clear here.
Silent.
We can Firebolt.
You fight like a child.
Your blood will
Go
spill.
face. And this is a perfectly fine time to just play Varen.
All true emperors.
And get a little bit of health back as well. Next turn we can go forward camp and Dark Rift. Or just Dark Rift and Eastmarch, so we can continue developing. That's an interesting card to see.
Your blood will
I
spill.
dispatched Leovic personally. You will fare
You
no
playing Javelin in this aggressive Crusader?
Let's take care of business, shall we?
Interesting.
Hold the line.
I keep a spare blade in my hand.
So he's gonna heal, but we can activate our forward camp next turn. If he has Crusader's Assault, I assume he's just gonna kill this. Wasn't really expecting all of these random defensive cards in this aggro deck. Unless this is just like Prophecy Crusader. Okay.
I will have your head.
I dispatched Leovic personally. You will fare no better.
Trigger that.
Hold the line.
Draw us 2 cards. Doesn't add much else to the table, although we could heal again. Yeah, let's do that. So he can heal up to 15. We have 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17 damage possible next turn. So he kind of has to kill us here. Unless he has a rage. Random rage would be pretty devastating. Okay. Four, 8, 12. We still have lethal at the moment.
What did you expect? A friendly greeting?
That might have pushed us out of lethal. We have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we might need to draw a firebolt here.
The winds favor us.
Doesn't quite do it.
I will have your head. I will have your head.
Don't make me laugh.
I think we have to kill this and hope he doesn't have Crusader's Assault or Scimitar or any other reach here.
You fight like a child.
And he'll still get up to 15 though. Or
You fight like a
we
child.
trade this in. Play Cauldron Keeper.
For all ills.
And we just pass for now. And hope that Lightning Bolt can help us get home next turn. He could just have Rage here. Thankfully, he cannot Fell the Mighty that, but he could just silence it. That's breakthrough for 5. He needs one more attack, so Orc Clan Captain gets him home. Oh, he had plenty.
A hard-fought victory.
A fine.
Yeah, so I mean, random Apex Wolf and Aggro Crusader brought us down. We're pretty close though. I mean, he healed for 10. If he didn't heal for 10 and have that guard on the last turn, we had plenty of damage. So still not bad, all things considered. Let's get another one. Did any of the new cards show up? Varen did show up, and maybe I should have played him a turn earlier. But he still did pretty well overall. And random Fell the Mighty. I guess that was an attempt at mid-range Crusader, and we just saw only the aggressive cards for the most part. Because he did play Candy Crush and stuff as well. So I guess it was more mid-range, just we saw a lot of aggressive cards early on. It almost looked like it was like anti-Market Assassin Crusader. As weird as that sounds. I'll keep that. Keep that. Put that back. Because like we saw the bedeviling scamp there. He had random healing. The Fell the Mighty. Like almost everything kind of just fit in to counter Market Assassin. So maybe that's what he was going for. That's a good idea on the ladder. Is if you play against one type of deck repeatedly, is counter it. Probably just play Rune Archaeologist on 3. Okay.
We're on the cusp of a major discovery.
So we're getting into some cool stuff here. Obviously we have to break the rune first. We'll see if he's playing things like Execute and stuff like that.
I know just what to do with this.
That's pretty good.
There's no prize for second place.
So many beautiful things for potions.
Okay. We still haven't broken a rune yet, but we have Dark Rift and stuff like that. We don't want to have forward camp with 4 supports until we've broken that first rune. We can Firebolt this next turn and play Dark Rift, and it'll keep all our cards alive.
Open wide. There's no prize for second place.
Let's just get that going. Next turn we can forward camp into forward camp and just get a whole bunch of Eastmarch Crusaders out.
All right, men, on me.
On me.
I live to serve.
I think Firebolt would be pretty ideal here. Oh, this is like friendly creatures. I was about to say pro play of the year if I target that.
Open wide. There's no prize for second place. Open wide.
Let's play the forward camp out. It'll sacrifice itself to get us some Eastmarch Crusaders,
We'll hold, no matter what.
which will draw us 2 cards. Which will get me another Eastmarch Crusader.
We're on the cusp of a major
Should have
discovery.
played that out first, but we didn't wind up drawing any of the supports anyway. We could see some edicts coming down, but we have more supports in the hopper ready to go. Obviously, we need to kill this first, but I put the guard on that so that he couldn't take a favorable trade there. We got a lot of cards. We have a lot of cards. We can draw a whole bunch more cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 cards that draw in hand. Big oof.
Long live the Empire.
There's no prize for second place. Open wide.
Alright, so we could just go for another forward camp. We can't play Rage yet, so I think it's probably fine to do so.
We'll
So
hold,
draw us
no matter
2 more
what.
cards.
We'll hold, no matter what.
And another Eastmarch Crusader. Holy crap. I think we'll drop down the Hive Defender just to protect everything we've got here. We have triple Eastmarch in hand, which normally is a bit awkward of a draw, but
We must protect.
we only have to worry about Rage right now.
You are
Alright,
one
so
with
he
us,
wants
and we
rid of
are
my
legion.
Dark Rift, so we're gonna have to get another one out. If he's gonna show us how much he dislikes it. And we'll see if he has a way to buff this Magus to kill this.
Everything was taken from me. Today, I will play in kind.
Okay.
Hold the line.
That's a good card right now.
Watch yourself now.
You fight like a child.
Open wide.
Nice try. Nice try.
There's no prize for second place.
And then do I go for another Eastmarch or a Dark Rift? Let's go for another Eastmarch.
Hold the line.
Board looks stunning. He has nothing really good to target with Rage right now because we cleared the board. We've got 4/2s all over the place. This is the kind of board that you're hoping for with this deck. Alright. We've got 4, 8, 9, 10. So barring prophecies, we're in an amazing spot.
You fight like a child.
There's no prize for second place.
A fine battle.
Slap down the Dark Rift. We'll get lethal with that. Not so sure that this what was Control Redoran was expecting today. And maybe the deck's better as a slightly more mid-range deck. That felt a lot better than when I usually try and play it more aggressively. So this deck might need to kind of be reborn in a slightly different way. I think there's still potentially something there. I just think I need to do more. I need to work on it more. But if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know down below in the comment section. We'll definitely get on into it. But yeah, thank you guys all very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.